Contractors, in this video, I'm going to talk about, man, keep the faith, keep track, and keep growing your business. And don't let anyone steal your dreams, man. Don't let anybody tell you something can't be done just because they can't do it. Oh, man, this was from Sunday's my Master Your Business private group coaching. I want to do this again. I want to do it for everyone because I believe this message is so powerful. Stick around. All right, we're back. Type in your name. Let me know where you're at. I gave a couple of you guys a link if you want to join me here in the studio. I think you'll be able to do that. I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit. This gets me hyped up. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to share a video. Hopefully, I'm using StreamYard. I can share a screen, and I want to share a YouTube video that I was watching. So Sunday, my Master Your Business private group coaching. This is pretty much what we went over and we talked about. And I don't know, Sunday I had went back and forth with a gentleman who's thinking about buying a franchise. And I know more about buying franchises than I wish. 12, 15 years ago, I helped one of my clients, get into buying a franchise, and we researched them for 2 years. He looked at some construction franchises, then he looked at some restaurant franchises, and we he went with Supercuts. It's actually one of my first video testimonials on my YouTube channel. Now he has like 12 of them. But franchises are a lot of work for a little bit of money in the beginning. So this guy was talking about, should he get into and buy a franchise? And so I just asked him a lot of questions, and it kind of came across negative. Like I was trying to warn him and almost talk him out of it. And that wasn't the case. And here, this video I'm getting ready to share with you, a couple of minutes of it anyway. It's over an hour long, but it's this this guy, Billy Jean Marketing out of San Diego. Love the dude. Business degree from San Diego. I don't know if he's ever even had a business, but I know he's helped a lot of businesses with their marketing and Facebook. And, he's one of the guys that sells his online program, so you can learn how to do Facebook and I guess other stuff. But he's just listening to some of his business ideas, you'll be able to grow your business. And there is a lot of people out there that shouldn't be selling online courses and marketing courses. And when I got into doing this, when I wrote for Contractors Only, You've Mastered Your Trade, Now Master Your Business. My plan before writing that book was not to work with contractors. My first company I sold in 2000, and I hit the road for a little over 4 years, traveling around with people like Mark Victor Hansen, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, just teaching my personal development program and leadership programs, mental martial art, defend yourself against your toughest opponent, you. And so I know the inside of a lot of this stuff. And I've worked with a lot of different multi-level marketing, network marketing companies. And I love the people that join those companies because they want more out of life, man. They want, they just don't want to settle for a paycheck. And I really appreciate that. What I don't like about that industry is they try to sell it off as it's easier than it should be. Look, man, it's just your grandmother told you anything that's worth having is going to be hard work. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter the construction company that you own right now. It's hard freaking work. I tell you, when I do these one-on-ones with contractors, it's like a 3-month program, but I tell them in advance, I said, man, look, it's a lot of freaking work. Are you sure you want to do this? For 3 months, we're going to be going at it. There's a lot of shit you have to do between now and 90 days. You could stretch it out to 3 years and 6 years and stuff, but no, man, it's like you got to take massive action to see some results. And so there's so many of these guys online, selling a magic pill, and there is no magic pill. There's no magic pill. If you want to lose weight, burn more calories than you eat. If you want to build muscle, you got to lift weights, tear your muscles down, let your body rebuild itself stronger. It's a $6 million man theory. We can make him better than he was, stronger, faster, all of that. There's no freaking magic pill. Patrick, what's up, brother? And so But when I got into doing this with the contractors, I was extremely frustrated because so many of these guys were like, hey, we can get you more leads. We can do this. Get away from home advisory and your Google and your Facebook and your SEO for your website, search engine optimization. I'm like, all of it's bullshit. I'm like, man, these guys are taking advantage of my brothers, the contractors, because I've been doing this shit since 2004. And marketing doesn't change. You've watched the videos. It's the only thing that changes about marketing is the platform. It used to be the newspaper, the phone book, the mailers, the door hangers, the radio, the TV, the billboards. Now it's Facebook and Google ads and Yelp and all this other stuff. And these guys, most of these guys selling this stuff and getting you to sign up for their programs, they don't know. They don't know, and they don't know what they don't know, but they think they know. And that's kind of frustrating, but it ain't up for me to protect you. I'm telling you, like in 2000, I got pretty high up in Toastmasters with the World Championship of Public Speaking. And the speech that got me there was called Be a Kid Again, Take Chances. And in the speech, I talked about how, growing up, quitting school and the people who try to protect us, the ones who tell us and warn us, like telling me, Brian, come on, man, please don't go down there and try to take that contractor's test. You ain't that smart, man. Come on. I ain't being mean, but you didn't even, you barely got a 6th grade education. You quit in the 9th grade. Come on, man. You're just going to go down there. You're going to feel bad. They're trying to protect you and keep you from pain. They do it because they love you. They're not, it's the people closest to you that will do you the most harm, not meaning to. And then I passed the test. And I'm like, I just passed the contractor's test. I just passed it. And they're like, all right, well, slow down. Don't go out and start no damn business. You don't know shit about no business. And they were right about that. I didn't, but I didn't listen to them. I started my own business anyway, because I knew in order for me to make the kind of money I wanted to make and spend time with my family, I had to have my own business. I couldn't be clocking in and clocking out, listening to somebody else. So I did. I started my own business, and that was a struggle. That's what I share now with these videos. But this I want to see if I can click here and share this with you. Let's see, share the screen. Screen sharing. Okay. And I want to do the Chrome tab. Definitely got to share the audio. Going to be a lot of profanity. So if profanity is something you don't want to hear, you may as well go on and hit mute right now or delete. So this little dude, I don't even want to give this dude's name. And I kind of want to slap him, but at the same time, I'm like, shit, he thinks he's helping people. And maybe he really is helping people, because his whole platform, his whole YouTube is, calling out people online like Ty Lopez and all these other dudes who sell these products. But these products work if you work them. The videos that I have on my webpage, the website Master Your Business, all of that training videos and how to get back there and click this and do that and stuff, none of it works if you don't do it. It doesn't work if you don't do it. But years ago, I was we sold everything in 2000, ended up moving out to Myrtle Beach. And I'm out in Myrtle, and I've been traveling the country now. I'm sharing the stage with all these guys, and I'm on the treadmill at the gym, and a couple of guys are on the treadmills beside of me, and we're running and watching the TV and stuff. And I think a commercial that came on or something, but it was with Mark Victor Hansen and one of his real estate deals or something. And these two guys were talking shit about Mark Victor Hansen. Oh man, another snake oil salesman and this and that. And I know the dude personally. And I'm like, man, he wants nothing more than for you to succeed. He wants every individual to succeed. He really, really wants it. And, these guys are like, yeah, and like, but yeah, man, a lot of people buy into it and then never even open the freaking book, never even take the plastic wrapper off of the cassette tapes that we used to get, or off the CDs, or they don't, people maybe join my program and not even log into the freaking website, much less watch the videos. And if they watch the videos, they don't implement the stuff. But, so this guy thinks he's trying to help people. But that's what made me think about this, is because I'm going back and forth with this guy talking about wanting to buy a franchise, and I'm asking him a whole lot of questions. It's coming across negative. I know it is. And I'm not trying to talk him out of it. I'm just trying to kind of forewarn him and not send him a couple of screenshots of some negative stuff about the particular franchise he was thinking about joining. but these guys are going at it. And let's see.
For billions of people, then why so insecure that you freak
Cool.
out when
I
I
love
say
this question. I love this question.
Okay, great.
Here's why. Because as I said 3 different times during the show, I didn't come on here for me. I said what you said about me. Honestly, didn't really say anything bad. Honestly, it was the shit you said about other people and the poison that you put out to people. No, specifically the messages you put out to people about coaching and investing in themselves and taking a risk and a leap and betting on themselves. That is what makes you fucking worse than all the rest of them.
So most of these coachings you're talking about are courses, which are repackaged self-help.
Why are you so mad at a course?
Repackaged
course.
Oh, I'm not mad at the course. I'm mad at repackaged. I'm mad at repackaged self-help from 50 years ago that they're selling for $2,000. Saying it's going to break through the paywall, guys. Break through the paywall.
I mean, bro, here's the thing. If someone buys a course, it's a choice. You don't have to buy your shit. Like, you don't have to buy anything, and you're going to be exactly where you're in life, and that's how you roll. But I don't believe that. I believe you study other people, and that's why you ask someone like myself, other people come in, you learn a lot, you're a student of the game, and you're picking shit up all the time. Problem is, with so much information, the barrier to entry being so low on YouTube, anybody can post anything. So when somebody says, why don't I just go to YouTube to look up something? Because you're likely going to run in the wrong direction. So it's like, people don't go to med school on fucking YouTube, even though every single thing you will learn is on YouTube.
That's why I tell them to crack the book.
But even on books, like, nobody would be a self-taught doctor. Why not? Even though they can learn all this shit at libraries, why not?
That's a great question. It's because we have standards, right? There's more than just learning from a book. You have to have practicals. You have to go.
Correct.
Yeah. Do you think you're making a point here?
Yeah, I'm making a fucking point. Why do you think people get business coaches? Because you gotta have standards.
But they're going to business coaches that aren't business coaches, that have never owned a real business.
Somewhere. So do you believe that people should pay for business coaches?
If you're not a business already established with if you have no cash flow and you're trying to start a business, no, you should not. Look, when you're starting out, you have time.
So that right there is one. The dude just doesn't know what he's talking about. My daughter is a musician, a huge musician. I mean, big time. Masters in music composition. I mean, she's just, Mozart type shit, rock and roll type shit. She sold more Spanish songs than she should, meaning like she sold 3 Spanish songs that she wrote because she don't speak Spanish. But you don't wait to get in the middle of something before you start getting a coach, especially with a business. I'm telling you guys, even in my book, I'm telling you, man, save a shitload of money and plan it out. And you can't plan it out unless you hire a coach or you talk to some. I mean, you make all of these decisions. When I bought all this equipment and got my contractor's license, thought I was in business and worked for freaking 3-4 years, 80 hours of trying to figure it out. I would have never freaking figured it out. Luckily, I worked for the guy who told me, man, what are you, it's not you're working for yourself, and working for you sucks. It's not a business if you have to be there. So yeah, man, no matter what it is, every profession has a coach, basketball, golfers, all of it. And you start off, Tiger Woods had coaches at freaking 2 years old. His dad's teaching him how to putt. And he's just all, from the very beginning. Because if not, you develop bad habits early on. I golf now. I've been golfing every Friday with the same guys since 2000. So when I first started golfing, I'm at the karate studio. One of my buddies gives me some of his golf clubs. So we go, we're driving the range, and I golfed for 3-4 years like that. Never had a clue, thinking you take the golf club and you pick the ball up, scoop it up like it's a spoon and all this other stuff. And I mean, I just, I suck royally at golf, miss the ball or hit, most of the time. But now that I've got my business going, these sales reps and all these different supply house companies and stuff, they're having these big golf outings, or these guys are taking me on really nice country club golf courses, and I suck at golf. And I'm like, this is embarrassing. I said, there's something to this game that I don't understand. So I paid a big money. I got the coaches for golfing. First freaking lesson, the first thing to do is talk and tell me about how the golf club is the way it's shaped is for a reason, and you hit down on the ball, and the club pinches the ball between the grass and the club, and that loft and the grooves in it puts the spin on the ball. I mean, and it just changed my everything. But and then I go over and over and over again, and just a lot of freaking coaching to get good at golf, so I can get into the 70s. But I would have never known that. You don't want to wait until you've lost freaking 10 years of your business life before you get someone to help you run a business and make a plan. So, but it goes on. I mean, he starts talking about construction.
The best time to get a coach is after you lose a bunch of money and waste a bunch of time. Tell that to any fucking great. Tell that to LeBron. Tell that to fucking Kobe. Tell that to Tom Brady. What the fuck are you talking about? You sound dumb.
You know what you're talking about? You're saying, hey, the time you should pay for a $2,000 coach is when you're a beginner basketball player. No, the time to pay for a $2,000 coach.
Steven, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What if you and I were both
I don't know, right up the street from where I live, Rancho Santa Margarita, man, them kids are serious about baseball. And they got big time coaches, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 camps. It's to get into the good high schools, just to get into the good colleges that are trying to make it type of deal. And do they make it? No. On the percentage of it, no. But should they not try? Should they not give it everything? Earlier in the video, this guy's talking about people shouldn't go to Hollywood and try to become actors or dreamers or musicians. It's like, no, man, don't ever let anybody tell you that, man. Don't ever let anybody tell you that. I've worked with, over these last 3 years, when I started working with contractors one-on-one, 2 of them ended up not even want to do freaking contracting. One wants to be a freaking stand-up comedian. And I'm like, dude, well, let's work on that, man. If that's what you want to do, let's build your business where it kind of runs itself. Use that money to get you some comedian coaches and get you, some time on stage and all this other stuff. Another dude wants to be in the weed business. And I don't smoke weed, but it's a business. So yeah, man, so don't let people tell you what you cannot do, even though it's your relatives and your mom and your dad and your best friends and your cousins, that they're trying to protect you from, I don't know. They don't want your feelings to get hurt. They don't want you to waste money or something. How are you wasting money? It's something, anything that makes you better and expands your knowledge. It's not wasted. Let's continue. A couple more seconds here, a minute here.
Out here, and I don't know how to build a house. I don't know shit about building a house. I don't know if you do. Maybe you do engineer. You're probably more likely than me, right? So both of us are there. We're looking to buy a house. I hire a coach who's built a house 1,000 times. You say, I'm just going to fucking look at him on YouTube. Whose house is going to be built faster? And whose house would you bet your life living in?
I don't tell people to go learn from YouTube.
Your roof is going to come down.
I don't tell people to go learn from YouTube.
So where would they learn? Because I'm just going to go find somebody with a construction business who's super successful that's done it 1,000 times, and I'm going to go in debt to pay them to get ahead. What are you going to do? Just
wait. Sorry. Reset the analogy. You're trying to learn how to construct a house from scratch.
From the beginning. You and I are going to try and learn how to build a fucking house.
Okay. I go to school for it.
Hold on. I get a coach that's not. How much money would it lose going to school?
Yeah.
He's a coach,
man. I mean, yeah.
Okay, you're going to go to school and you're going to take an undergrad degree, 2 years, and learn about fucking isosceles triangles and all kinds of weird shit. And I'm going to pay against a successful entrepreneur and home builder.
You guys in construction, how many of y'all went to college to learn how to do what you do in the trade?
You're going to learn how to build a house.
Honestly, if anybody
without going to college,
this video and you went to a college university, learn how to do plumbing or roofing or floors or any, let me leave it in the comments.
I'm stunned by this conversation.
Okay, hold on. Just answer the question. This is wild to me. Just let's follow logic here.
Yeah.
Can we agree on something? The first 2 years of most traditional college.
Billy, this is great. Can I just say this? This is great.
No. This is fun. Okay. But anyways, the first 2 years of undergrad, what kind of courses do you typically take?
You take like generic courses, sure.
Yeah, give me some examples.
You take chemistry, take math, you take whatever. Yeah, you take your basics.
Astrology.
Yeah, you learn to think. No, you don't learn astrology. That's not a thing.
Absolutely, it's an elective, and it is fuck.
All right, so we're back. Type in, let's see, good intentions, bad advice. Man, ain't that the truth? Audio sucks. Doggone it. Let me cancel this one. I don't want to hear that. Cool. Yeah, so they go on and on, but somebody says, let me see who it is. I'm going to share this. It says, shit, I remember my grandmother telling me I should not start a business that I had a good job. Yep. Good job with sanding floors, $500 per week, minimum 50 hours cash, no benefits, no employment, no nothing. Ain't that the truth? Man, everybody is like, especially in we grew up on welfare. It's like, they didn't even want you to get a job. Man, you get a job, you're going to lose your welfare benefits. So they really trying to protect you. Oh, man, but so I'm listening to this guy and I'm talking to this dude about buying a franchise, and I didn't want to come across negative like that, but it's, you get all of it. I'm telling you, since 93, 94, I've spent a couple of $100,000 on courses and cassette tapes and books and audio books and all trainings and weekend trainings and week-long trainings on business and then a lot of them was shit. But I don't know if I would have not, even the bad ones had something. Even the ones that I spent $3,000 for and didn't get anything out of it at the time, they ended up having something. I mean, just because you're in a room full of 20 other guys who are trying to learn business or marketing or something, and even though the guy teaching it, wasn't what you thought it would be or something, the people that you have lunch with and meet, you end up, getting something from, and like National Wood Flooring Association of NAFMA and stuff, and there's a lot of all these associations and trade unions and stuff. It's like, join them all, go to all of them. But when you go to events and other stuff, is one, you got to plan. You don't just show up. One I always say is like, go there with a goal in mind. What do you want to get from it? Like whether it's a trade show or whatever it is, it's like, you're looking at all the magazines and stuff, all the pages and what's going on and where's this at and where's it. You make a freaking plan. Don't just go there and see what happens. Go there with something in mind. But also when you're there is never have lunch with someone lower than you. Man, that sounds bad, but it's true. So you're there, man, and you got to have lunch and you're meeting and you're talking and you're mingling and you're networking with people, and you got a company and you got 4 guys that work for you. You got 6 guys that work for you. So you're talking, man, and you're trying to listen and you're eavesdropping. You hear someone who's got a company and he's got 12 employees. That's who you want to go to lunch with. Even ask them, hey, man, let me buy you lunch, man. You interest me. Let me buy you lunch. And who ain't going to say no to free lunch? If you're sitting there back and forth and you're talking to some dude, you got 4 employees, 6 employees, he got 4 employees, don't have lunch with him. Get his freaking contact information, friend him on Facebook, talk to him later. But right now you're out of town for 2 to 3 days at a trade show or an event. You were there for a reason, and it better be to grow your business and expand your knowledge. And you're not going to do that by not hanging out with people who are bigger and better than you, the conversations that you have. Because I'm telling you, the dude that's bringing in $75,000 a year profit, and he's talking and sitting there having lunch with a dude who brings in $60,000 a year profit, the only one that's going to benefit is the dude bringing in 60, because you're going to know a little bit more than what he does. You need to be sitting at the table with the dude bringing in $250,000 a year profit, $500,000 a year profit, because you probably ain't going to be at the table with the dude making $1 million. Because he's sitting there, he's trying to talk to the guys making $2 million. But so, and it sounds like I'm a dick, but I'm telling you, if you sitting there, man, you guys are talking back and forth, you're mingling and you're meeting people, and some dude says, hey, man, let's go to lunch. I swear to God, man, ask him, how many people work for you? And if he says lower than you or the same as you, it's like, no, man, I'm not here for that. Or, oh, I'll go to lunch with you, buy me lunch. Because just having lunch with me, I'm going to be able to tell you some things that's going to help you expand your business. What I'm telling you is like, there's a reason you all of this, man. It's like, you've got to, this whole thing was keep the faith, keep track, and keep growing. Meaning is, one, keep the faith, but you got to have faith in something. So that something is, you've got to have this definite plan of how many people you want working for you. How are you going to leverage these different people? I mean, you got 10 employees, 12 employees, 20 employees. Maybe it's 2 employees. Maybe there's a certain amount of money that you want to make per week, per year. But at the same time, there's only a certain amount of hours that you want to work per week, per month, per year. All of it, you've got to have those goals. And once you have those goals, you can easily work backwards and map it out. And anyone who tells you it's going to take a month, 2 months, a year, they're full of shit. I mean, it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. It's 3 years just to even figure it out, just to start it off, get it going, figure it out. 2 more years to get it going to where, all right. After 7 years, it should be almost running itself. 9 years, you got it going. You can open up a second location or sell it off, or just let it keep running. You work a couple of hours a week, but it's not going to happen by accident. It's not going to you've got to say, man, I want this much profit, this much money, and I only want to work this many hours, and then do whatever you want to do. Keep the money coming in, take it, go spread somewhere else. I did for years. My construction company funded my martial arts studios. My wife hated it, but I wouldn't turn anyone away. And she's like, damn it, somebody's got to pay these bills. Somebody's got to pay these bills. And I'm the one paying them with my construction company. It's like everybody had a freaking excuse and a sob story of why they couldn't pay monthly payments and stuff. And she's like, everybody got a story. Everybody got a story. You know, shit. But it's like you can build your company, make as much money as you want, do whatever you want to do, keep building it, keep growing. Set it to where maybe you want $75,000 a year profit. Right now you're making 50. You're going to get there. You don't want to stay there, man. That's like becoming a yellow belt and staying there. That doesn't do anything, man. You got to go to the next class, to the next level. And when you do, that's like paying for someone's lunch, because you're going to be sitting there and you're not going to be understanding what the hell they're talking about and how they do things. You're going to feel out of place. You got to be uncomfortable. You got to be uncomfortable. Comfort will kill you. Being comfortable will kill you, because you get up, you go from yellow belt, you go up to the next class, orange and green, blue belts. Those guys are kicking your ass. It ain't as easy, because when you're down here and you're the one who's been the yellow belt or the orange belt the longest, all these new guys are coming in, you get to take advantage of them because they don't know anything and you know a little bit of something. You got to get to that next level, man. You got to get beat up a little bit. Stretch it. Oh, man, I could go on forever. Hey, that's it for today. But I'm going to record this. I'm going to put it on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, Contractors Contractor. Sign up for that. If you're not a part of the Master Your Business, man, you got to get in there. Those videos are there. What we do on Sundays, the group. You can get in that Facebook group, ask your questions, build your business, set your goals. Tiffany said what? Tiffany is here. Last year at World of Concrete in Vegas, let me share this, because she goes to all the trades. And you guys should learn from Tiffany. Get on her YouTube channel. Follow her, man. She's doing everything I ever talked about and then some. I think she got a couple of books and stuff. Family, she's been in the business forever. But it's last year at the World of Concrete in Vegas, we ended up getting invited to some exclusive parties. That's what I'm talking about. Just because we hung out with the big shots during the day instead of playing. Yes. Now we're still in touch with some of the biggest names in the industry. It is, man. Networking is how you grow. It's how you grow. And you may not want to grow that big, but when you're in the room with these guys and hearing the conversations and hearing what they do, and they got 6 locations and 40 trucks and all this other stuff, it's like you start thinking bigger. You go, man, shit, that little dumbass Brian on Facebook, and you start hearing these guys, it becomes more real. Because the only thing holding you back is your own limitation, your own mind. The toughest golf course you will ever play is the 6 inches between your ears, Bobby Jones. But yeah, that's what it is, man. It's like the only thing going to hold you back is you and your vision of how big you really want it to be. And I'm not saying have 20 trucks. I don't want 20 trucks. That's a lot of freaking work. It's a lot of work to make $1 million a year. People talk that shit. I want to be a millionaire. I was like, dude, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Couple $100,000 a year is comfortable with me. Business, the guy this last one I sold that I do the marketing for, they don't want to really grow. He doesn't want to grow. He's doing fine the way he is. But it's there if he did, or if he wants to sell it off later on, it's there. All the systems are there to just turn up the notch a couple bit and get as many employees he wants, as many trucks as he wants, and keep the money coming in. So Tiffany, thanks for sharing that, my love. Any questions before I get out of here? And then if you're watching this video later on, leave them in the comments. I will see those and answer them. Anything before we go? I think we thought out some steaks. I got to go cook some steaks. For Christmas, the wife got me, I don't know, some kind of all grass-fed, no antibiotics, all healthy, supernatural, grass-fed beef and stuff. So we get a box delivered every month. It's pretty cool. All right, guys. I'm going to hit the end button, and we're going to be out of there. Appreciate all you guys. Hope this was helpful. And let me know. Thanks, guys. Out of here.